Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can control the facial expressions using Advanced Live Portrait. This will allow you to have full control over all the facial expressions, allowing you to turn the head left, right, up, down. You can also make the character smile, become sad, have the character talk, do mouth movements such as ah, ooh, ooh, as well as control over the eyes. You can make them blink or even wink. In today's video, I will be using ComfyUI. Okay, so here's an example of what you will be able to do with this editor. So in this particular case, I have an input image. I can make the character nod, and we can go further by playing around with the sliders that will be provided to us. We can make the character look up even though we don't have that information. Here's another example, and in this case, I'm using a different artist style. This shows you that you don't have to use anime characters. You can use any style, including realistic images. So in this case, we have the character doing the up and down movement. We can also do left and right movement. So pay attention to the ears here. This is the original position. And when the character is turning, we can see that it's adding information which was previously not there. So it's adding pixel where it needs to add. So right now, left and right. We can also do this type of movement. Plus, we have full control over the eyes. So we can make the eyes go big. We can even close the eye, and we can also make the character wink. We have control over the eyes itself. So we can make the character look on one side, even though the face is facing a different side. And we have control over the mouth as well, where we can open, close. We can make the character smile, and we can even play around with different combination where we make the character smile as well as opening the mouth, so we can get like very funny expressions as well. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get started using the expression editor, how to install it inside of ComfyUI, and then how to load up the basic workflow. Open up your ComfyUI, and then you can go into the ComfyUI Manager. Once there, make sure that you are updating your ComfyUI. So click on Update ComfyUI here, or you can click on the Update All. This is what I did. I click on Update All, wait for it to complete, and then restart your ComfyUI. Once restarted, you will need to go back into the manager, and this time click on Custom Nodes Manager. Then at the top here, type in Live Portrait. You can have spaces or no spaces, doesn't really matter, but the one that you'll need to install is this one here, the ComfyUI Advanced Live Portrait, and this is the author. So make sure you select that one, and then you click on install. Once completed, it will tell you to restart your ComfyUI. So you can click on the restart button. And if you get this notification at the top, click on OK. Wait for it to restart. Some of you may have to refresh your browser in case it does not refresh automatically. Also, check out the terminal and make sure that there are no errors in the terminal. To start using it, once you've installed it and restarted your ComfyUI, you can double click on a blank space and then add a load image node. This is going to be the initial input image. Then take the image output, drag out. You will get this context menu. Click on search and then search for expression. If you have multiple options, make sure that you're selecting this one. This is from the Advanced Live Portrait one. Once you've added it, we'll need a way to see the output. So take this image output, drag out, and then select either the save image or the preview image. In my case, I've selected a preview node, and then you can click on the run button at the top. For your first time, it's going to download the models automatically. So you can go into the CMD or terminal, and then you will see the progress that's saying downloading model. It will download multiple models. So wait for it to complete. Once completed, you will see the output in the preview image. Or if you're using a save image node, then it will automatically be saved, and you can go into the ComfyUI outputs folder to get all the images. Using it is very easy. So I've arranged the workflow so that this here is going to be the input image. This you can change to anything. This here will be the output, and then in between the expression editor is going to be the options that we'll have in order to change the initial image. Now, these three options to control the head movement. This rotate pitch will allow you to move the character head up and down. So if you go positive, in this particular case, the character head is going down. And if you go into a negative value, it will go up. So here's a better example, and it's going to be easier to show you what's happening. So in this particular case, we have a background that's dark. Then we have the character facing forward. I'm going to change the rotate pitch, and you can see that the character is sort of nodding. Second option, rotate yaw, is going to move the character head left and right. So you can play around with this. And then the rotate roll will allow you to do these type of movement where you can make the character rotate their head. Now blink, this will allow you to control the eyes. So you can make the character go wide eyes or even shut their eyes. Eyebrows will allow you to control the eyebrows. And then wink will allow you to make the character wink. Now, I've noticed that this option controls only the right eye. It's probably because of the images that were used to train the model. And most people would use their right eye to wink, maybe in those input images. Now, the pupil will allow you to move the pupil left, right, up and down. X means left and right if you go positive or negative. And then Y will be up and down. Then the next options are R, E, U. I believe it's Japanese maybe. And those would be the different mouth options that you have, basically simulating these mouth movement. Okay, you have the options to make the character smile like so. And then we have a ratio, sample ratio, and then these allows you to control how much of the image you want to change. So right now it's at 1, which means we are getting everything. But if you decrease it, you see that the changes that we've made at the top are not so pronounced now. Now, finally, we have this sample parts, which allows you to choose between only expressions, rotation, mouth, eyes, or you can select all. So you can play around with these options. This will affect everything that you're selecting at the top. Now, one last thing that we have control over is the crop factor, and this allows you to crop the initial image, and then the model is going to sample from that specific crop. So here's an example of the crop. Right now it's at 1.7. We can see the full image here, and pay attention to this line here a little bit just below the shoulder. So you will see that it actually moves, but the rest of the image below does not. So that's basically the crop factor. It's how much of the head that we are cropping, and then it's going to just overlay it on top of the original image. So if you're finding that your image is not a square image, it's like vertical, then you will change this crop factor so that you can sample the correct part of your image. All right, so here's another example of the crop factor. So right now I have a 1280 by 720p resolution image. So it's not a square image, but you can see that the expression editor will only sample a square image. So when you set the crop factor to 1.5, it crops it close to the face. But if we change the value to 2.5, then this is what we get. So play around with it depending on the input image resolution. And as a bonus for all of you who watches the video until the very end, you can save all the images and then import them into an animation software. In this particular case, I'm using the Godot game engine. Even though it's a game engine, it has an animation panel at the bottom, and you can see that I've imported a couple of images, and at the top I'm playing an animation of that character. So you can make your character speak or do any kind of motion. Here's another one. So you can see that this character is now smiling, even though the input image that I use, they were not smiling. And if you try to do the same thing using inpainting and trying to do masking, this is what you'll end up getting. So even though the character is smiling, you can see that because of the inpainting, it changes the colors, and that adds like flickering into the final animation. So this is from inpainting, but everything else is from the live portrait. And I'm selecting just a few images not everything. So by controlling the degree or the amount that you want a specific expression to happen, just play around with the sliders. You can go by increment of 1. You will be able to do all of these. So you don't need a lot of frames, just a little bit. In this particular case, I have 19, but I have a nice smooth animation. And I'm combining different things in there, not just a smile, but I'm also adding a blink in between. And the shoulder, the hair, that is just moving because of the model, the way that it's generating these frames. All right, so thank you for watching until the very end. That was Advanced Live Portrait. I've covered live portrait before, but this is an advanced version which gives you the ability to control the different facial expressions. And then, like I showed you, you can bring those images inside an animation software, which will allow you to do much more than what you can do inside of ComfyUI. So once again, thank you for watching until the very end. Have a nice day. Take care. I will see you next time.